it's me. And hey, I know this call seems so out of the blue. I mean, yeah, technically it is out of the blue, but I've put this off for far too long. This call, I mean. Well, anyway, how are you? How have you been? I guess you're still staying at the same place. I mean, obviously, since this is still your number. You never liked change that much, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you never even wanted to throw out your old sneakers, even when they already had more than a few questionable scratches and holes on the side. You did love those shoes. Well, anyway, I'm just rambling on, am I? I called for a reason, and it looks like I'm just rambling on about random stuff. Well, the reason I called was, I've been rereading your old messages and looking at our photos, and I've been wondering about the what ifs and could have beens, and I don't know. I think I just miss you. I really miss you. I think it's been 6 months since we last talked. You know, that night we last really spent time with each other. So since that night, I've been really trying hard to forget you. But somehow, every time I walk past our park, the one near 16th Street, the memories still come rushing back. Always. And I don't mean them to, of course not. If you only knew how I've tried so hard to forget them, to ignore them. And we were friends for a very long time, and you know I don't ever talk like this, so you know that I'm not being dramatic, I'm just speaking the truth. Yeah, the truth. Which I know I should have said a long time ago. The truth. So, about that night, and I remember we were walking at the park after dinner. Yeah. When you told me you were starting to like me as more than a friend. And you asked me if maybe we could be more. And I said I just wanted to be friends. Nothing less and nothing more. You didn't push the subject anymore, but I saw it in your eyes. What I said broke you. And I just kept quiet. We walked the rest of the way in silence. But I never said I didn't feel anything for you. I never said I didn't feel the same. I just said I wanted us to be friends. Part of me was relieved, and part of me was sad that you never asked me how I felt at the time when I said that. I honestly wanted to say the same thing as you. I was just afraid that I didn't want to break your heart, knowing I honestly wanted the same thing as you did, but was just afraid. I know. In hindsight, it sounds so stupid. What was there to be afraid of, right? I mean, we were already very good friends after all. I know I could have been honest with you back then. We had always told the truth to each other. But I guess I had seen it happen too often in my life, you know? I thought that if we didn't work out, I didn't want to not be friends anymore. You were too important to me. Well, you still are, but I was afraid. And so I took the cowardly way out and said I wanted us to be just friends. I lied to myself. Well, anyway, okay, so remember before I said goodbye to you that night? I offered to leave and make sure to give you some space, because heaven knows I knew how it felt to be around someone you had feelings for but didn't return those feelings. So by suggesting that we have some distance between us, I thought I was doing the right thing for you and me. You know, for self-preservation. I didn't want to hurt you, and I didn't want to hurt myself. You said I didn't have to leave. You said you'd be all right. So I didn't. But then I was really surprised you moved on so quickly from me. Yes, I know it was me who suggested we give each other some space at that time. But for you to move on so fast, I was so surprised you just began seeing another girl after just 3 weeks. And yes, I know we were just friends, and I said I only wanted us to be friends, and I broke my own heart thinking I did the right thing, but you broke my heart by moving on so fast. So in the end, I did what I said. I kept the distance until I let all communication end between us. It was my fault. I admit that. It was my fault. But surprisingly, you let it end too. I figured you got tired of calling and waiting for me to respond. I never tried to call back or anything because in my stupidity, I let the hurt get the best of me. Well, since that night, I did my best to make everything feel normal on my end. I tried to forget about you. I really, really tried. It was my decision to leave and end our friendship after all. But every time I'd walk in the park, that same path we took that night, with the tall oak trees lining up either side of the cobblestone path, I can't help but think, like I said earlier, think of the what ifs and the many could have beens. I miss you. I really, really miss you. And I've tried so hard to forget you, my decision, what I told you. Everything. But now I know I can't do that. I mean, I can't even listen to a lot of songs without being reminded of what I had with you. Especially those on our shared playlist. Remember those? Yeah, you don't even know it. I never told you, but you chose my favorite song. The one I've listened to over and over again during our long drives to the countryside, remember? And now, I can't even bear to listen to it anymore without even thinking of you. But anyway, I called to finally say all of this. This is me. I'm still the same girl that night. I'm the same. But now, I can't even picture my life without you. I mean, yes, that sounds so dramatic, I know, but I need to be totally honest now with my feelings. I'm done lying to myself. All these past months wasted, all because I tried to live with a lie that I don't care about you or see you as more than a friend. Let me be clear. I don't need you. No, I never did. But I want you. I want to wake up every morning beside you. I want your face to be the last thing I see when I sleep. And I know, heaven knows I know this, I may be too late. But I'm so sorry for leaving you, for throwing our friendship over my cowardice. I'm so sorry, I really am. And no, I don't expect anything from you. And I don't know where you are, if you have someone in your life now. I'm just really sorry for everything. And I know I can't change the past, but I'm still here right now, calling you, hoping against hope that if you still maybe feel the same thing for me, even the slightest... So, can you maybe call me back? Or not. I mean, I don't blame you if you don't. But I guess I just need to let you know now. I still love you. I think I always have. Even before that night. And I never stopped even after. I love you, and I want you, my best friend, back in my life. Yes. Even if you can't be more than that. So, call me back?